Hello, welcome back. Today's Thursday. It's November 19th, and we are almost to the end of another week of school. We're talking about measurement in math and science. And I know I talked to you about your weather tracker for that's kind of math and science related with temperature and everything. We've been also working on measurement of the length of objects. And yesterday we talked about length to the nearest inch and the nearest half inch on a ruler. And today we're going to use that same video that we talked about yesterday, and we're going to explore what we call measuring to the quarter inch. So that is, if I look at my ruler, I'm taking this inch. Let's see, here's 8 and 9. So this mark halfway between would be the half inch mark. And then this mark that's halfway between the 8 and the 8.5 would be what we would call 8 and 1/4, or sometimes we would say 8 and 1/4. Okay. This mark that's halfway between the half and the 9, we would call that 3/4. Okay. So we've basically taken an inch and we've divided it into 4 parts, 4 equal parts. Okay, so we're going to play a little bit of the video and then we'll kind of come back together and talk.
Measuring to the half inch is good, but if we want to be more exact, we can measure to the nearest smaller part. We can measure to the nearest quarter inch. When measuring to the nearest quarter of an inch, think of an inch separated into 4 equal parts. Each part is 1/4. If we are measuring objects equal to or less than an inch, then the nearest quarter inch, the objects will either measure 1/4 of an inch, 2/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch, or 4/4 of an inch. Because 4/4 of an inch is really equal to 1 whole inch, we don't usually say something is 4/4 of an inch. We'd simply say 1 inch. Let's look at the objects Miss Galati has given to you. This push pin is the same length as 3 filled boxes, so we say it's 3/4 of an inch long.
Okay, good. And if you look, here's our 0 mark. So from here to this mark here, that would be 1/4 or 1/4. Here is 2/4, which is the same as a half. And the mark that you see here on the dotted line, that's 3/4 or 3/4 of an inch. If we go one more quarter over, 4/4, then we've traveled the whole inch.
All these objects are 1/4 of an inch long. Here are some objects that are 2/4 of an inch long.
Okay, again, 2/4, 2/4 is the same as 1/2.
This green olive is 3/4 of an inch long. And finally, here's a hairpin that measures 4/4 of an inch long, or 1 whole inch. In this lesson, you learned how to measure objects to the nearest half and quarter inch by using a ruler.
Okay, great job. We will be reviewing this, especially when we come back in person. What you can do to kind of help yourself is if you have a ruler at home, see if you can find examples of objects that are 1 inch or a half inch, or maybe even a quarter inch or 1/4 of an inch. That would be something really small. But you can practice doing that by finding real examples of things that measure those amounts. So hopefully this helped you. Have a great day.